What's up, traders? John from StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Illumina, or some whatever it's called, ILMN. Notice that it was falling like a brick. We did scalp it at 139.50. We got a short bounce. Let's take a look, see if it keeps going here. But we had a nice gap fill down in here. I mean, we're talking. Where is it? I don't even know if I could pull it up. There it is, right there. Let's see on the 60. Man, this was brutal. Still learning these charts. 24. Wow, look at that gap fill right there, man. We scalped it. Looks like it's bouncing up a little bit more now. Let's see if we can follow it. You know, I had a break even in, and it came back down, and I just stopped out. I didn't want to take a chance. You know, let me look at the daily or the 10-minute. Yeah, see how you get the bounce here, then they bring it back one more time and stop people out, and then they start bringing it up. But man, that is one ugly sell-off. Unbelievable. And you know what? We talk about this a lot. Look at the monthly. You know, this thing came right. Actually, this was when it was high flying. Was it the weekly? Maybe there was a weekly. Yeah, you got the weekly here. You got the retrace. You're coming into this big breakdown bar. Gosh, look at that. Now you're getting extended from all this. Now we're right back here underneath all the moving averages and everything. That's one ugly sell-off, guys. Hold on here. Let me get my chat thing going here. Where is it? Back here underneath all the moving. Hold on here. All right, there we go. Does everybody see everything okay? Still trying to do this stuff. Still trying to do this live video. I don't know if it's too loud, too soft, or hopefully everything's coming in good. Let me look at one other thing for my voice. Might be a little bit louder today, but there you go. All right, yeah, so that's your area right here around 139.67. Let's go back. So if you're long this one, I'm sorry, you just got your clock cleaned. And with that type of a sell, guys, I mean, we're still hanging around 141. You know, and gosh, this could possibly set up for lower prices. If this thing starts to go move lower, next level, if you're long this one, hold on tight. You got your pivot here, and then ultimately, you know, you got your next pivot here around 127. It really starts to rumble. But this is why we scalped it earlier in the day, or right after earnings, 139.54. We took first half off at 141, the even number. It came right back down and then stopped us out on the second half. You know, what are you going to do? I mean, this thing's a falling knife right now. Let's go back to the 10-minute. Yeah, 10-minute. Look at that. Damn it. Came back, stopped us out, and look, it's taken off. Yeah. I went to the even number of 141, so I just took the money and ran. I mean, that was the level to scalp. Let's look at the weekly. Actually, looks at look at the monthly. Monthly, yeah, look at that on the monthly too. Wow. So you also had the 50 MA at the monthly too. And if I would have seen that, I mean, it was one of these trades, guys, where I just hopped on board, got it, gap fill, got the quick buck 50, then stopped out. Man, damn it. But anyways, hey, I made money, got in and out. Where's it at now? 142. Now another buck. Wow. See how high this thing goes. Maybe it gets to the retrace 145. That's what ultimately I wanted to do here. And it came right back in. Hey, you're back for more, huh? Zach? Is it Zach? I couldn't help myself. This one was falling like a brick. It was like, holy cow, let's try to find a spot. I scalped it. Boom, boom. Like I said, look how they retraced it back in. I got in at 50 or 54. They retraced it down, stopped everyone out because, you know, this thing's falling like a knife. I'm just stepping aside. And then, boom, right back in. They're trying to get this thing gapping up again. Or not gapping up, but get it going, maybe to this high and then maybe sell. But if this thing sets up sideways, we could possibly get some lower prices. Hopefully nobody's in this thing long. They just got walloped. Monthly chart, yeah, monthly, we're right in this level here. I mean, if that cracks, geez. If the 127.18 area goes, let's see if there's anything else down in here. Yeah, this thing's it's going to get ugly. That's your line in the sand right here, 127.18. If that cracks, it's going lower. I mean, like one guy said, it could go to 100 even number. But let's just see one other thing. Let's take a pivot from here. right there. Close enough. Ah, look at that, 137. That was a good area. Next level, 114.99, and ultimately probably 100 even number if this thing keeps going. Just be careful with this one. An outside sell bar like that on I don't even know what they had. Did they have earnings maybe today? Possibly. I honestly don't know. I didn't see them under the earnings calendar, but whatever. All I know is it came up, looked up on StockTwits. Thanks again, StockTwits, and bam, made the trade. Got some good money on it. Didn't take a huge position, but did 300 shares. That's what I ended up doing. And got $1.50 out of the first half, then it came back down, made 150 bucks. But you know, 150 bucks in 10 seconds, I'll take it. Not a lot. I mean, this one you're not going to go 1,000 shares. If it starts dropping, it could drop another, 20 bucks, and next thing you know, you're down 20 grand, and you're going, holy crap, what just happened? So the 300 shares, but look at that, 142.17. I'll take it. I don't care. Actually, no, it was a little bit more than that. What am I saying? I got $1.50 out of it, so I don't know, 225 it was. I'm on a different time frame here, or on a different computer here than what I had. Let me see here. I'm not going to pull it up. But anyways, yeah, so it was a quick trade in and out. That's what we do here, and had a little bit of fun. Anybody want to look at any other charts? Looks like this one's sitting around here. We could look at some other technicals on some other charts, bring a symbol, punch it in, type it in over here. I think you can see it. Type it in here. No, you know what? Let's go into the SPY. We did look at that. We did punch a video up there, or post a video. SPY after hours popping up. It was weird because it says it closed right here at 116.11, and my last price is saying 216.16. So I'm not sure. I mean, they popped it right above this gap window here, which was really interesting to me. This is all after hour action. That's why this is up here. Look at the futures going up and up and up. Gaps up, comes right back in at the end of the day. But look at this, goes up, and all throughout the day it just fades. And if you notice, I'm going to go to the regular time frame here. Yeah, the Illumina. I don't know. I'm not looking at it now. Like I said, 300 shares. You get $1.50 out of it. You make the cash. Comes back in, stops us out. What can you say? It was a good trade, though. I'm happy with it. Let's take this off, too. I think I have a time. Nope, that's right. All right, so SPY intraday. Why is it coming up? Hold on, time. Eastern. Hold on, bear with me, guys. This one here. Time, Eastern. Okay, so we're good. Let's go back to the 10. All right, there we go. So yeah, so we gap up, come back in. Look at that. They close it. I have a last price of 216.16. Baba and Netflix. Yeah, we can look at Baba and Netflix real quick here. Let's go back to the ILMN. Is it bouncing still? Oh, where's the extended $42 down? I don't have the extended hours on here anymore. I don't even know if it will show price down here. Will it show the price on the daily? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh no, that's the moving average. Yeah, I don't have price showing up on here. $42 down though. Wow. I played that one a lot after earnings. I don't trade this one too much, but after earnings, you got to play that for bounces and try to capture that. Baba again, we filled this gap up here today. That's the daily. So we did fill the gap. Let's go to the 60. So we had a gap at the 108.75 right there. We came right up. We filled it actually yesterday and today, but we could not close above the high of Friday. So that's telling me in this nice little reversal here at the end of the day could lead to lower prices, but from the daily point of view, why is that showing? Wait, let's go to the weekly. Go back to the daily. Yeah, so the daily we launched up today 241. We filled this gap up in here, and then boom, we came right back in. We did not close above the gap, so you got to keep an eye on that one. Again, everything was moving up on the light volume today, So that was a little bit tough, you know, trading session with the bond market closed. We had 51 million, and that's after hour. I think we had 48 million on the day on the SPY. Just a tough trading session, especially for, you know, shorts like me, where I'm actually on moves up like this, I would add shorts in here. We are short in BABA. We did cover half down in here when it came to the 104 area, 104.50 something. Pop back up. I'm a little bit underwater on this one again, but we covered half for a couple bucks. We're going to ride this one again. Netflix, we talked about this. Yeah, BABA, if you're long, you know, maybe the 110 area could. Are you long or short, Bob? You know, you have a high pivot around 112 right in here. You have the gap fill ultimately right around 112. If you're long this one, I would start taking some off the table, especially going into earnings. I think a lot of these stocks are running up into earnings and then they're just going to bomb, kind of like Lumina. I'm trying to short it. You know, you could take it here. I mean, we did fill the gap, and if you really want to patiently wait, 110, 112 area. I mean, if you look at the weekly's starting to get a little bit long in the tooth. Once you start getting away from this 20 MA, it's getting long. You have a little bit of a tail here. So if you could get maybe to the 110 area, or you know, if you're doing a couple hundred shares, say you're doing 300 shares, do 150 here. If it goes to 110 or 112, add the extra 150, and I still wouldn't play earnings on this one. But I mean, that's a way to play it. Wait for earnings. If it pops up, then short it, or just add 150 shares, half position. If it pops up, you add more. If it goes down, you're already short, and you're, you know, collecting the cash. You know, you could go from there. Pushing it out, not shares. Oh yeah, options tough, man, going into earnings. Yeah, I would wait for earnings, and if it doesn't hit, then what are you gonna do? You know, if it pops up on earnings the next day, then put on a put. But again, you could sit for a little while. For me, if it pops up on earnings, I'm writing calls. That's what I like to do. That's the easiest way. And if it goes up, but I won't, you know, if I write a couple calls up here, if it goes into the 120 area, then I'll write a couple more. But at this point, you know, I'd go small share size. I don't go anything crazy, but that's what I would play. And I would just play the premium, you know, just get sucked out of it basically. But yeah, this is a tough one. Baba's had a nice rally from February. But you got to think, a $60 stock, now we're up to almost 110 in a short period of time. You better have good earnings on this one. Netflix too. You know, that one right now is just moving on earnings. We came up into this level. You're into this blue line. That's a 750 retrace. That's what's holding this thing down. We did pull back today a little bit. Nothing crazy, but it did pull back. We talked about this one earlier in our live session. Came right up. I think that was a gap, or let's see, that was a pivot low. Then you have gap fill, pulled right back. Now it's just chopping around. Now it's probably going to wait on earnings. But if the markets start to sell, this will go lower, like the SPY, the IWM, the Qs. If those start to dump, then this will definitely go lower. If they catch a bid or complacent, then it's kind of a crapshoot, because it went up on news. I think it was Disney, or I don't even know why this one went up. And then next thing you know, we're coming right down. If anything, this is where you would have put the put on, right when it hit this lower pivot. And if it got to the gap fill at 108.39, but a little too late for the put, but you could get some consolidation pattern here showing up for the next setup, and maybe put on a put. But that's a tough trade too. It already did its thing, coming back in. And then monthly chart, let's look at that real quick. Monthly chart, I still like this one. Maybe a long-term put, because this is a great bearish pattern, possibly setting up for lower prices. And if this pattern plays out, I think we're going at least to this moving average, this pivot low, and then down here around the $50 level. That's if this one plays out, and that's if the SPY and everything else is selling. So you got to be careful with that one. But let's go back to the Illumina, or I think that's what it's called. Let's look at the 10-minute. Let's put on a time. Let's go 24-hour. Let's see if it bounces. Look at that, 44. Damn, that was the level. I was in that one, kids. Darn it. That was a great area too. Great support. You had the 618 down in here. I just chickened out. You know, I had 150 shares I was holding. I should have just held it. I could have taken at least another dollar. I could have stopped out at the low here at the 136.79. Then it would have just been a break-even trade, and I would have made nothing. But you know what? A couple $100 bucks, I'll take it all day long. So anybody else? Any other trades or anything else that's fallen and we can possibly take a quick look at? Let's see. Let's look at stock twits. Bristol Myers, but I think they had news. Tesoro. They went up on news today. I don't know if they had earnings or whatever. We shorted Tesoro in our live session. We're in at 119.90 short on this one. So far so good. We're almost up $2, actually up $2. So I'm liking that one. And here comes Illumina right back in. Let's go back to the live stuff now. Anybody else? Any other charts? If not, then I'm going to take off. Just punch one up in there and let me know. See anything else falling where you could possibly do a trade here? We did go short Google today. We did go short Apple today too, and I covered at the end of the day. Just said, you know what, I'm done, and thank you very much. I think it was for about 52 cents. And what else did we do? Did we do anything else today? I don't even know. It was a long morning, guys, on the light volume and all that stuff. So just be wary on these light volume markets. They're I mean, you saw what it did today. They gapped it up and then brought it right in. You know, typical stuff. Here, this one comes. Look at this inside bar comes up to the top here, starting to fall down. That's why I said. That's why I got out of this one. Next levels for this. They should be in here. Hold on. Right in there. 132.71, 127.18, and then ultimately you got the 115 area. Even 137.50 is not bad. But yeah, if this thing sets up and goes sideways, it could start falling a little bit more towards the end of the session. But just be careful with this one. Let's go back to the SPY. And so that was a nice fade though. You know, right up into this area. I don't know if there was anything up there. Time template. Hold on. East Coast. No, we had the 618 right up in here, right around the 216.51. I don't know if there was any gaps or any. Oh, you know what the other one was on this one on the SPY? The 50 MA. Then you had the 618 right there. That's what it touched today. Hit the 51. I think it missed it by a penny. Then it pulled right back. We're still sitting here inside bar. I did post a video. Would you go over to USO again quickly? Yeah, I could do that, Ben. You don't think this is going to fill the gap back up a little bit more? Which one is that? The Netflix? I mean, maybe. You know, it's I would love to see. Yeah, I would love to see that. If it did that, I would take that one. But I mean, Netflix. We'll go back to that one real quick. I mean, yeah, the 108.39. Yeah, I mean, it could. But you know what tells me, you know, when you got a big green inside bar and it closes below that, I mean, we filled, no, we didn't fill the gap down in here. I mean, we could go down here. We got a gap down here. We have a gap also up on top here too. So it could go either way. But since it closed below this big green bar, that tells me it could be a little bit bearish. But again, some news can come out and this thing can fly right up and do it. So, you know, if you were to short it, this would have been your entry point, 106.08 right now, and then the gap fill, the second area to add. And then, oh, Illumina. Oh, yeah. You think it'll go fill that gap back up a little bit? No, I don't. It's got to get above that inside bar first, the one, you know, after it fell. If it gets above that, the 144 area, 145, then, yeah, I could probably go up. And then, but if it starts to consolidate sideways, and I would watch out. Don't jump on board on this thing for a long. Yeah, it got smashed, but it still can go lower. That big sell bar right there. You know, I mean, yeah, it needs to get above this bar first, 145.83, and then maybe. But if it consolidates like this and just chops around, it could have lower prices tomorrow. Yeah, I can't even go back on this one. Hold on. Let's go to the daily. Where are we here? Yeah, I mean, if anything, you could meet, you know, it's going up. Yeah, so you got this pivot low here too on the daily around 145. And then ultimately, yeah, this thing, gosh, what a bloodbath. You're gonna have some resistance here. If it moves up a little higher, possibly here, we could probably throw a fib in there and stuff. But right now, I would let this one just shake out. See what it does in the next couple days, you know, and because if the SPY starts selling and this is a weak hand, this is going to those lower pivots on the daily. Right here, easily 132, then easily 127. You know, and then you have another level around the 137.60 or so, and that's the low pivot as well. So yeah, I mean, you know, you're going to have support or resistance here, 146.75 with this pivot, and if it starts going up, you know, you'll have some, you know, at the 200 moving average and stuff. But I would leave this one alone a little bit. Like for me, we just did a quick scalp in and out. Our Google short on the high though, boom. Yeah, the Google short, yeah, today. What did it close? 114.17. Yeah, so it's doing we're hanging in there. Like I said, no, it's not a huge trade, but hey, if I can make, you know, 500-600 on it, we'll take it all day long. You do those 10 times a day or 10 times a month, you know, 300 to 500, that's $5,000. I'll take that every month. So, you know, if you want to go bigger, you go bigger. But, you know, on those, I don't go crazy. But on the smaller ones, I'll do 1,000 shares. I'll do 5,000 shares if I see something really good. But yeah, Illumina, jeez. I used to trade. I mean, look at this. Look at this gap. So another one. Look at that. Same crap. Same crap. So you got another. I'm sure you got people holding the bag. Oh, it's going up here. Then they get killed. And then it goes right back into this area again. And you'd think people would sell and just say, hey, I gave it a shot. And then they add more up here. And then boom, same pattern on this one. Bring it up. So it's almost reminds me of Tesla, guys. Boom. And then right back up. Boom. Boom shaka. Let's go to the USO. Yeah, USO. This is how I've been playing this one. So as this thing's moving up, we're adding shorts here at the gap fill at this pivot. We added more short here at 11.55, and we added more shorts today at the 11.66 or 11.65 area. If it moves up into the $12 area, I'll wait for that. But right now, you know, just adding slow and steady, because eventually we're going to wake up and this thing's going to come in. The SPY and everything else starts to dump. It's coming in. And you know, on my video tonight, guys, I showed this too as the UUP. Dollars going up, and oil's going up with it. Not good. Eventually, this is going to get disconnected, and this is going to get freaking. The dollar's going to scream, and the UUP or the USO is going to tank. Right now, again, what have I been talking about every day? News-driven stocks. What came out today? The Putin crap today. Oh yeah, they're gonna do exactly what they're told. You know, they came out. Oh yeah, we're there, right? You know, on side of Saudi Arabia and all the other guys. Yeah. Sure, of course they want higher oil prices, but you know what? Yellen doesn't. And at the end of the day, the ruler of the world is old Grandma Yellen. That she's gonna, you know, she can't. The dollar's going up. Her head's probably popping off right now. She's like, whoa, and the USO's going up. Eventually, this will get disconnected again. Look at this move up here, almost 85-degree angle. Look at this one, 85-degree angle. What happened there? Hit this resistance. It brought into this inside bar here. I think if we take a fib from here to, I think, this level here, it was the 750 retrace. You know, here we are, 750 retrace again, guys. Be careful with this one. You know, if you're not short the USO, start adding. Gets to 12, add more. Starts filling these gaps, add more. I think the last area will be the 1246 area. You know, we'll see. Like I said, I'm adding slow and steady on this one. I do not want to miss this when it comes in, because it's going to come in, and when it does, you want to be short. And the UUP is the one that's kind of talking to us. Dollar's moving up, oil moving up, and even gold was moving up today, but I think some people are coming out and trying to nibble on gold. We went over this in the video too. You know, you start getting, you know, you get an oversold condition like this, you're going to have some buyers coming in here, some retail buyers that say, hey, I got to give it a shot. We're waiting for the 115.71, but the dollar's going up. This should come in a little bit more. It starts getting into this area. We'll pick some up. I would love the 112.40. That would just be epic. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with this one. You know, if this consolidates sideways, it might start popping up. If we get confirmation back above the 200, maybe hop on. But I got to see a little more stuff in these charts. I would love to see, you know, the volume picked up here on this candle. I would have loved to see a huge volume reversal candle. Just haven't gotten it yet. So just got to sit on our hands and just find other stuff to trade. That's all we got to do. All right. Anything else, guys? And look at Amazon too. You know, everyone was. I got some emails today on StockTwits about, you know, when this was marching today, and that one faded too with the markets. Oh, look at that! It actually caught it. Well, that's after hours, so you're not gonna. I don't know how real that is. That's an order out of order that they sent through. So Let's go back to that. But I mean, look at this. Right back here. Couldn't get above this breakdown. Look at this. They gapped it up here, crapped it out, gapped it up again. They tried to get over this area again. Couldn't do it. Faded throughout the day. We're below these right now. So it will be interesting if this thing keeps going here. Then NVIDIA, too. I had something with Tesla or something with their driverless cars. Look at that. I mean, somebody knew something was going on. Market makers were holding it, and it's all something pop. Somebody knew something, but look, I mean, at the end of the day, where'd it go? Right to the high of the day, got rejected, and right back in. So again, news is what's driving these stocks. That's why I'm a little bit kind of just watching for earnings that are coming up in the next month or two. So a lot of these stocks are moving up in the earnings, and that's telling me that could be a sell the news event, but not that it's going to happen. I'm not really playing anything for that. This is NVIDIA, though. Look at that. I mean, that thing's when this thing comes down, all on hype, guys. And that's just incredible. When this thing falls, holy crap! It might be a slow, steady bleed. That's going to be amazing. Now, if you're not short NVIDIA, short it up here. Add a little bit. If it pops on earnings, add more. So eventually, this one's coming in. The markets come in. This one's going to fall like a brick. But if it falls like a brick, I'll definitely be a long buyer somewhere, maybe around the $50 area. But I'll have to do a lot of work on this one to see where the next area is to buy. So daily, you're going to have some support, right here, 44 bucks. But I love this little pivot in here. If this thing really starts to come in, you got pivots, you got some gap fills, got a lot of stuff here. And this thing's running out of steam, guys. It needs news to move up. That's what these guys are trying to do. All right, anything else? Anybody else see any falling stocks? What's BMY, Bristol Myers? 16 bucks on, what is it? Mazer Robotics? I don't even know what that is. Twitter. That was another one. Jeez. Everyone hopping on board on news, guys. Oh, that's not Twitter. WTR. Throw some stocks up there. I got a little bit, about 10 more minutes, and throw some up there if you want me to look at them. Or if you want to look at a stock that you're in and you're getting hammered on, or a stock that you want to maybe take profits. I mean, look at this. We have a gap fill down in here around 1583. Just another one. Another news-driven stock. Got everybody up there, and now everyone's holding the bag. Look at that. They took this one to the house today. I mean, they took it the last 3 days. Everyone's paying. And we closed below the 200 moving average. That's even uglier. We did have a gap here. Went right through it. Didn't hold. 1579 maybe weekly. Yeah, I mean, we're even, gosh, even got below that. Really. Yeah, you're looking at 16 bucks. I wouldn't touch it until 14 maybe. That's ugly, man. And I feel sorry. And we talked about this one too. Big resistance up here around the $25 area, going up on news. I think I had a couple people ask me, should we go long? It's like, I don't know, let it pull back. And here, I guess if you have to go long, you could try to nibble down here, but I wouldn't do it. That's Twitter. And then what else? Oh, Home Depot. We traded this one too. This was another one. News, the hurricane. Gosh, it's incredible. And everyone buys in on the news. And daily, right there. Look at that. You had to short it. Goes right up on the hurricane, right into the 200, this pivot top, this big breakdown. We already covered. We're already out. Look at that. Just keep right back to where it was 2 days earlier. It's incredible, guys. Incredible. This one's setting up to go lower, too. Look at that. Down, sideways, daily pattern, underneath the moving averages. Now, look at that. It was just like a head fake and then right back down. Unreal. Somebody bought up here. We were short and people were buying. We covered already. Gosh, I wish I would have held on to that one too. That one and one more here, guys. If there's anything you want me to look at, punch it in. If not, then I'm going to show Tesla. That was the other one. News driven too. News driven right into the. This was an epic spot to short this thing. Epic. And everyone was going long here. We took $2 out of it. Look at that fall. And now we're below all the moving averages again. Excuse me, guys. And the weekly too. Inside bar goes right into that. 2 moving averages, guys. Even number 215. How are you going long on that? Let's go back to the daily. Same thing. Right to the moving average, 4 reasons. Even number, 5 reasons. You could probably find a 618 or something on here too. Got 5 reasons to short this thing. Let's go to this high pivot right here. Yeah, that's right, 618. 6 reasons. And people are going long here on news. Let it pull back and then go long. CME. Yeah, weak. Look at that. Consolidating. This is the daily pattern. Consolidation underneath the moving averages. This thing's setting up to go lower. Right, I bet you it's holding the. It's got to be holding the Fibonacci retrace or something here. It's holding something here. Let's try it from here. Yeah, there you go. There, that's why it's holding. 382 retrace. That's a pretty good retrace right there. And here we go, chopping around sideways for 6 days, right, daily. This thing's setting up. This thing only held up because the market's held up today on the BS volume. Markets start to sell. Here's where we're going right here, 96 bucks. We'll stop at 100. We'll stop at the green line. Gap fill here around 100 bucks. That will be a good area, but we'll probably fall. But you consolidate longer. This line curls down in the price. Jeez, it's going right down here. Let's look at the weekly. I mean, there you go. High flyer on the weekly. Starts getting extended from the 220 moving averages. Goes up and down, chopping around, shaking everyone up and down. If you're short, you're like, oh shit. If you're long, you're like, oh man, it's gonna go up forever. And then boom, they just take it to you. But yeah, 382 holding it up. We go sideways more, we're setting up for lower prices. And honestly, the 96, 97 area, and we got the low pivot here at 92.31. It's really good. I'm short at 100. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's setting up, man. It's not bad. The only thing with that, if you're short in a call, oh, okay, you're short a call, you're fine then. Yeah, you're fine. Let it just bleed out, man. Oh no, yeah, let it bleed out. So you wrote a call, exactly. Did you write a call up here? Oh, that would have been the spot. That would have been epic. Gosh, and that would have just bled out. I would have wrote it at a great premium, just took it and ran. Yeah, nice, Jack. Bought it at 92. Wow. What's your premium in that one? Is it getting sucked out already? Oh, so you're out of, okay. No, okay, yeah. So you bought it. Oh, so you bought it 92. Okay, and it went up, and now it's coming back in. Yeah, I would have wrote the call right here, or even right here. I would have wrote some here if it would have came. I would have wrote, you know, if you're doing 5 contracts, or let's go 6 even number. Do 3 here. If it comes back, do 3 again. Always have ammunition left. That's why I tell everybody, got to have some ammo left in these markets. Yeah, I can see that. Do you have time on it at least? Sold it too cheap? Yeah. Yeah, this is coming, you know, it's setting up to go down, so I would hold it. Just let it roll. If it comes down, it come down to here. I mean, you got a couple gaps to fill down in there. And ultimately, you have a gap down in here, then ultimately the 92.31 pivot. Again, let's go to the monthly on this one. Is this on high flyer too? Yeah. Yeah, look at that. I mean, it could probably move up more, maybe. So look at the extension here. It was pretty good, came in. Look at the extension here, came in. Now it's doing the same thing, and it is already starting to come in. But you have you have the 382 that is holding on to. So, but ultimately, I think this one's coming in. But again, you know, we talk about the SPY trade. SPY's got to come in for this one to drop a little bit lower. So, all right, guys, that's it for today. You know what? Let's go to Illumina one more time. Let's see where that thing's at. God, what a fall. I just hate to see people get murdered. Let's go to the let's see if it's going up or setting up to go down. Yeah, look at that. So it gets up, never gets above this high pivot, setting up to go lower. So that's where I should have held on. Could have had another couple $100. But what are you going to do, guys? But now it's setting up to possibly move lower. So watch out for those lower pivots down in the, let's see, I think it was 132.71 and 128.18. Maybe in there, you might actually get some action. Go back in terms of time frame. All right, guys, I might do a couple more videos tonight. We'll see. I got a little bit of work here at the shop, And then if not, we'll go live tomorrow, hopefully, you know, maybe around noon again, New York time. I'll post some stuff on there. I'll probably come in a little bit late. I want to give people time to come in. I'd like to see more people. We did take a couple trades today with the help of the extra eyes in the room, which was awesome. And hopefully these trades will start coming in, especially the Tessera, the TSRO. We took that one short, 119.90. And so far, so good with that one. If we get a couple more bucks out of it, I'm out. I'm done. I'll take the money and run, guys. All right, we're up a little bit after hours, nothing crazy. Let's watch for volume tomorrow, and then we'll take it from there. If you want to throw me some stocks, send me an email at stockbookie@gmail.com. I'll take a look at it, or I'll try to do a video, or I'll add it to the videos that I do on a nightly basis. All right, guys, look for me tomorrow live, 9 o'clock West Coast time, and we'll try to do noon tomorrow, maybe 1 o'clock New York time. We'll see how the action goes. And take a look at some stocks, guys. Bring some with you, and we'll try to look at the technical analysis on each one and try to figure out where these things are going. All right, peace out. Have a great night. God bless, and see you on the charts.